Well then, we had a quite the eventful day. Welcome to the the finals for the Randomania Superweek one-shot tournament. Joining me in the booth for this final match is Pro 007 and the Cobra.
Hello, everybody, and if this has been as we expected, a treat. If you saw our one-shot final 2 years ago, we had quite a few upsets on the way to the Cobra actually winning the one-shot 2 years ago. And defeated Morietta. And Morietta actually took down Paradox in the semifinals of that tournament. So we've seen anything can and will happen when it's a single elimination tournament.
Yeah, like we saw with this tournament this afternoon. Actually, we got a couple of upsets this time around, and there's no telling what will happen. So I'm really looking forward to this.
Boy, howdy, yeah. BGS took down Teeks in round 2 and Midiguy DP to get and defeated Claris.com in the semifinals, and Claris actually defeated Ibuba, the 2 seed.
It looks like we're off, and we are starting for World 5.
So, and for those of you who are familiar with how this tournament, our past tournaments, Paradox and BGS actually faced each other in the 2020 brackets earlier this year of our main tournament, with Paradox actually winning in needing all 3 games to put BGS away, and BGS actually stole game 1, as I recall, because they did comps for that match at the buzzer practically. Like he came from behind and just managed to slip by him for a game 1 win. But then Paradox was able to snuff out the potential upset, and BGS not getting some good luck here early.
Yeah, it takes an unfortunate death in 6-3 there, but he gets through it all right. Now he's in 6-10, which Paradox completed.
And between that and some coupling by the Hammer Bro on the coin ship, he's off to kind of a sluggish start here.
So Super Tank here, just to as our first fortress, laying off the fortresses.
Not a bad one to start with. And tower is required here, so they will have to make the perilous journey up. But from there, it should be straightforward. BGS losing his hammer and losing his mushroom and hammer suit for Paradox.
Yeah, what a find from Paradox there. I wonder if BGS going to go for that same mushroom house there and grab that hammer suit.
Yeah.
Those fire bros and water are not exactly what he's looking for, though.
Don't think he's going to go for that again. Oh, he is. He's gonna try again, and well, he gets double fire bros again, but
this time on dry land
on terra firma.
Oh, and BGS finds the same scenario and takes the death. Unfortunate.
Honestly, I would just go. Yeah, he's going to go for the coin chip. At this point, honestly, I'd just go straight for the tower at this point and spare myself some aggravation.
Yeah, still opting to not go for that mushroom house, so that early game safety right there. But
yeah, hammers do break locks here in the finals. Yes, it's a hybrid of flags 2 and bracket. End cards are not in play.
Takes out the fire bro, gets a star. We have a shroom at the start of the tower, which is actually pretty good.
Yeah, that'll make life a little easier for our runners here. So both runners are veterans of the community. BGS has been to the brackets twice. He was knocked out, I believe, by Tapatio in the 19 tournament, and but has been a solid performer throughout. And Paradox has been to the brackets all 3 times. Again, finished 3rd in 2020, defeating Haxor in 5 games. So he knows all the tricks and is a very consistent, very solid player throughout. With him, you really cannot afford a lot of unforced errors here because they will. He's not going to make too many on his own.
Right. So Paradox just finishing off 6-8 here as BGS is entering it here. Had a little difficulty past the H, but gonna go backwards and grab the Fire Flower there and get over this fine.
And immediately gets kicked in the face by a.
Yeah, it giveth and taketh away as we're on our way now to the first airship, World 7.
Yeah, BGS right behind him though, so still, well, now he's going for the Hammer Bro first.
It's interesting. They're essentially playing the exact same way in terms of their strategy here.
Oh,
And
stumbled off.
You talk about your unforced errors. That is definitely one you'd like to have back, especially very late in the stage. So now they're dead even at this point.
Just like that, it is much closer all of a sudden.
Yes, it is. And BGS is going for the P-Speed strats and see how well he holds it. So we got a sync here. See how this plays out.
That seems to be a high jump Roy, but not a very healthy one.
Not even a 1 second difference between the runners through one world. So we're already off. We already have a treat here.
Which world will we see next here?
I will say 2.
Let's go for you.
I think I'm going to go 4.
So
There we go. So Perry using his hammer suit kind of early, but I figured he'd want to run into like 7-1 or 7-6 and have to play the level.
BGS actually playing the vanilla the Hundo and Warpless vanilla strats perfectly to get through 3-9 a little quicker than Paradox. Got his H jump to go and everything. So we've got 2 forts and 3 pipes up front here. This is an interesting setup. And BGS unfortunately hits the wall there in 6F3 and has to reset himself.
Paradox can be much more cleanly here.
Yeah, if Para can hold on to that Fire Flower, he's got a much quicker kill of Boom Boom coming. Oh, okay, I'll take the rap for that one.
That good old commentator curse. You'd love to see it.
Yeah, we're pretty much in sync once again. One big Mario, one small Mario.
Yep. It's virtually in sync right now at the 7:35 mark, so forming is advertised right now. Let's see where the pipe takes them.
To what? Oh!
Wow.
Right to the end. Very nice.
Well, hello, Wendy.
Yeah, wow. Let's see. Fire kills on any Koopa here in World 2 is tricky, especially when they're throwing things at you.
Yeah, not 3 hits. Not 4 hits.
Oh, that hitbox though.
We got 4-5 hit Wendy.
So Paradox taking the lead here as BGS is going to arm himself with a P-Wing because he doesn't want to do this again.
Yeah, not the best arena to fight Wendy in, especially if she doesn't have earthquake ability.
Yeah, that kind of... But he is... Okay, well, he had to take... No wand grab, but he plays it correctly nonetheless. And gets out of there at 8:59. So 37 seconds now separating our runners. Shade of the Night thing, I'm going to hit her box. Well, you know, that's assault. Very frowned upon, but...
Oh, you know, a little bit of salt seasons today.
Yeah, well... Yeah, Dust Minions, right? That's probably one of the worst Wendy fights you can get. Yeah, that's not a lot of fun. World 4 Wendy, it is pretty awkward for the same reasons, because it's a really awkward setup. So we have an interesting scenario here. This is not by any means required to go for the item, but Paradox is going to go for it. But it could be detrimental depending on where that lock is.
Gets a hammer seat out of it though, so
Not a bad trade-off, even though we're now flush in hammer suits. For those of you who've been keeping score, that's 3 now for Paradox.
We have World 1... Well, we had the World 1.6 beta. Kind of a bit more of a harrowing experience than the normal 1.6.
Yeah. It can be a little tricky. But
play here.
BGS is also going for the item. I honestly can't... And there's a hammer. That's a nice pickup. I honestly cannot say if I'd go for it here. Okay, well...
Doesn't seem to change. Doesn't seem to make much difference one way or the other if they went for it.
No, not based on that setup. Yeah. And they're actually going to hold off on they're going to hold off on their hammers, which I kind of agree with on that. It's only a 1-stage skip, and it's 3-6, so no big whoop there.
Yeah, it's still early. There's plenty of other spots where hammers can come in handy.
Yeah, World 6 notably could really pay off there. Good cloud use there by Paradox. Always been one of my preferred strategies is clouding and going straight for a hammer bro.
We had the World 4 airship here.
Oh, it misses that jump, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a lot of quick, precise jumps early, but if you can get it to go, it really is. It really works out very nicely. And BGS kind of
fireworks.
Kind of intentional. I don't know. Offset some of those early deaths he took. It's a tough, thick Morton steak, and that's 1227 for Paradox.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's not doing that.
Well, this is why we have clouds.
Yeah, Paradox blind. Did a blind cloud. And remember, drink more Ovaltine.
Looks like we have a fairly short World 1 here.
Yeah, Lock is in the corner, so no reason not to play this. Again, you're only saving 1 stage. 13:20 for BGS, who's about a minute behind now. heading into World 1, which is the 4th world.
Just a couple levels to go through now for Paradox, and one of them's the hand stage. That's nice. Gets an item out of it.
It's our first hand stage of the finals. Whatever he gets out of this, the other hand stages pop up, and we'll be getting more P-Wings, and, well, we do love our P-Wings.
Then we got the quicksand level with a flying Patui there.
Yeah, some interesting enemy sets there. And the second Patui kind of throws him off his balance there, and kind of has to do a course correction, but he is through. So about a 2-stage lead right now for Paradox over BGS. Nice course correction there by BGS. Almost got knocked into the lava. We've all been there. I mean, let's be honest. That's not one thing you want to see. It's like,
oh yeah, for sure. So Pear's in the World 6 airship. He's not going to go for the fly strat. Going to go for the jet engines like normal. Loses his tail, unfortunately. He grabs another one though.
See how Larry's feeling today? He's not.
Hera was kind of sort of going for it, but couldn't get the P speed he needed, so he just takes it normally. So BGS actually, so BGS still within range here. I'll see if he goes for an item. Nope.
Yeah, BGS not have a choice here. He's just gonna go through it without a tail here. Doesn't he go for the clip? Just gonna wait it out like normal.
Yeah. So yeah, he's looking to be still about a minute behind, give or take.
Was that another hammer suit I saw from Peach?
I think it was, yes. When it rains, it pours, and boy, is it raining. So 16-11, so BGS actually gained a little time there on Paradox. Those deaths that death to Wendy continues to be problematic. Dustman, you said he did a scene where Peach gave him 4 hammer suits. Like 4. It's like, man.
So yeah, pretty much a 3F2 behind now. Paradox finds 7-1. He's trying to clip the tail here. Certainly possible, but definitely tougher than without a tail.
It's sub-pixel perfect with the tail, and that was what, 6 tries?
Yeah, very nice. Paradox there.
I did a warpless run yesterday. Everything was going smoothly, but I accidentally ended up with a tail in 7-1. Took me, I think, I lost count. It was about 30 tries. completely torpedoed the run. So, like, yeah, you can do it, but boy, you really don't wanna.
Speaking of the clip, Yo BGS is going for it now.
Also with tail.
Oh boy, we got a free World 6.
Oh, nice.
You love to see it.
This is trying to be a pretty quick seed.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think he's had enough.
He just enters. Okay, he's going to take an intentional death here, and
get that 100 pay that 100 coins for a less rubbish template.
Yeah.
Like more of a mushroom type, or a hammer suit.
Mm-hmm.
We've got enough of them. Why not? Gotta be careful you don't accidentally go in the door here. We've all done that.
And just that tail makes things getting that door a lot harder. That door, but that clip.
BGS still trying. He's trying to work some subpixel magic here.
This is becoming really dangerous.
Those
Finally brings it home.
The anchor is also a hammer suit.
So if you like hammers, boy, you are getting hammers. You gotta. Okay, it's like he was about to use his hammer there. He's like, finally, really, better check the map first, and he will be happy he did.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, unfortunately, that's a pretty big setback for BGS. That's going to put him about 90 seconds behind.
Which is not an insurmountable. It's just not insurmountable, but it could be a problem.
It's not. It is definitely a problem, especially because of the way that World 7 map is looking. It's a straight shot for Paradox.
There's not really a whole lot of gambling in these world maps so far. Of course, that could change. World 4 has a bit of a chance for like a 50-50, and World 8 can happen.
It can happen, but the chances of there aren't a lot of ways you can really gamble in World 4, unfortunately, because of its circular structure and with the 4 pipes that really doesn't lend itself to a lot of chances here. So, and Navy, well, that's an easy piece speed level.
Yeah, was this a free-for World 7 here?
Yeah, is it?
I saw 2 locks at the start.
Yeah, there's 2 locks at the start.
Okay, so it is a 3-4 World 7.
Well,
Ooh.
we have to go find that at the fortress.
He's got a.
Or we could just pop the lock with a hammer, I guess.
He'll pop the lock. He's not gonna.
For sure, yeah.
This is not something you want to be, playing around with. BGS was going for it, but unfortunately hits the hot foot there and takes a death. That's unfortunate.
But you know what? Kills swamps? Hammers.
Yeah. Yep, and revenge of the hammer suit. And technique. Yes.
He's trying to get the angle just right on those hammers. Yeah, there he goes.
That could be awkward if you're not practiced in it. It can be a little tricky getting that timing right. So 2140 or so for Paradox with just World 4 remaining. BGS needs another unforced error like the World 7 airship here to even this out a little bit. Well, that map is not going to help him at all, unfortunately.
Yeah, both forts are required here by the logic. You have to beat the first fort to break that lock to get to the other fort to build that bridge at the end.
Yeah, unfortunately, no help here. We got 4-1 for Paradox, and we have a meal.
Boss Fest is not go hungry this final here.
Well,
just love the hammer suit.
Well, this hammer and hammer suits, there have been no shortage of either here in this finals match.
Oh, Paradox.
Oh, dear.
Paradox gets gulped twice in
right
4-1.
there at the end, too. Man.
That's the kind of unforced error BGS needs. Now he needs it to happen like a third time, and maybe he's got something. But that is going to help him pretty. But he's still back almost 2 minutes here. Paradox is finally done with 4-1. Yeesh.
Boss Bass was out for blood.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
Well, this is a good stage to have a tail in.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that kind of offsets some of his problems, because I don't know if BGS is going to think to use one here in Fort Knox unless he picks one up. Well, actually, I think that giant item box is always a tail. I think it's vanilla.
Yeah, it's always a Tanuki suit in that giant item box.
Well, yeah, raccoons. So, well, unless you don't have Big Mario, then, but he does. So, and we have 7-9.
Oh my goodness! It's been a while since we've seen a 4-7-9.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not great for. That's pretty good for Paradox actually. With his tail, he can fly over. He can do a flyover.
BGS wants that item. He's gonna get it. Can
And
he
he'll be
keep up the
rewarded.
question?
And he'll be rewarded in the fortress if he keeps it.
He should. There it is.
Very nice.
Paradox. Yeah. Claire is saying Boss Bass doesn't believe in gravity or physics. No, he does not. So
He goes where he pleases.
So BGS has actually gained some time here. Unfortunately, overplayed himself there a little bit, but gets it back. Where one world 7 forward is, the other is surely not far behind.
I mean, that is generally my rando experience.
Yeah, they do like doubling on the World 7 and World 4 forts whenever possible. So BGS, see how he handles 7-9 here. Paradox is down to small Mario here. He's got to be a little careful.
Yeah. Can't do the D-boost thing like he normally do.
Got a normal hot foot at least, so that helps offset some of the weirdness that can happen. So BGS is done with 7-9. Paradox is done with 7-4-2. Ooh, Paradox forgot which pipe it is. So he'll get to skip one stage here.
And he's on to our final airship. Should be the World 1 one. Now it's World 5.
It's World 5, yeah. World 1 was in the World 6. Okay. BGS is kind of gunning a little there, but he manages to avoid an untimely death there. And we got a normal Iggy.
Normal 3-hit Ziggy.
Vanilla in every sense of the word. So 27-10 for Paradox. Paradox struggled a bit there in World 7 and World 4 because of 4-1 getting gulped by Boss Bass twice, and had some trouble in 7F2 as well.
Yeah, still up to the great equalizer here, World 8, to see what is what here, which way they go.
And it's less of a given now that
Oh my god.
another hammer suit.
Another hammer suit with princess. Wow.
Why not? Why are we getting all these hammer suits? Because I said so. So yes, the end game is totally fine. We have World 2 leading off. Oh, 2 Fort leading off here. So it's down to a minute and change between the two runners. So definitely a gamble away from turning this into a real race. Paradox having trouble with.
Again, that if a boom boom gets away from you, it can be real deadly real fast.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the lock in the corner didn't break, so that's good intelligence. So Paradox is going to check the Navy pipe. Gets a lock and tanks. That was. I'm surprised he actually didn't take a look at tanks just to see if it was super tanks or not. Paradox is going to check this, and that is regular level.
Yeah,
so
no
it's
point playing that.
You'll pay the 100 coin fine and move on.
He's got more pipes to check on this side, though.
We've got lots of pipes here.
And we have found a different portion of the world.
So, this is interesting.
We know three. Well, we know that where 3 locks are, I believe. Am I wrong? Or do we only see 2?
We've only seen 2 so far. We've seen. Ooh. BGS. I like this because of what we've seen so far. This could be valuable.
Because that fortress did not break a lock on that screen.
Correct. So if actually that lock up front is broken, we've got something here. Because we know. So this is huge.
Yeah,
BGS.
Paradox is going for that one pipe on the hand bridge that's guarded by 2 hands, while BGS is approaching the 8182 area to see if our lucky pipe is over in that side of the map.
Nothing breaks, so he has to play this stage. He has to play 8-2 in vanilla location. Us, it's 6-2 and 2-4 now for
Paradox dodges one hand.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. Ooh boy, this is getting interesting real fast because now I think it could be super tanks at this point because nobody's played that just yet. Let's see.
Yeah, and both of them don't have hammers at this point, correct?
No, they're all hammered.
Yeah,
You'll be just will know that this pipe will not lead him where he wants to go.
All right, moment of truth. Okay, so he's gonna go back. He's got super tanks. He's going. It's 5F2. I think this is it. I don't think it could be anything else.
Yeah, because every other port's been played.
Yeah, 2-4, 3F1 Air Force. So BGS holding the aces right now.
And an unfortunate death for Paradox gives Yo BGS just that little bit more time.
He's got this, I think. If that pipe is in the corner, is it? We've got it. This is BGS's 100% to lose.
Yeah, I think that's the only place we haven't checked yet.
I think so. Yeah. Oh, Paradox almost did it again. BGS is.
Uh-oh. He hasn't checked the side yet.
No, he hasn't. He's going the wrong way.
Yeah, I don't think he's board the side yet.
You should get course corrected here in a moment.
I think so. That breaks that lock. So it's a double reverse. That's interesting. Okay, he's got it. He should know. But unfortunately, this is giving Paradox a shot here.
Yeah, this is gonna be incredibly close.
Just going through all these pipes again.
Yeah. This puts him. Oh no! BGS, what the hell are you doing?
Oh, playing the Air Force stage.
This is bad. Okay, that breaks it in the corner. Paradox has got it now.
Yep.
The game giveth and the game taketh away. Unfortunately.
Oh, there's a hand.
That's a hand.
It's Atlantis.
It's Atlantis.
It's Atlantis. All right. I love it.
So if we get like 3 more grabs.
BGS.
BGS,
No!
BGS, you going? Where are you going?
That's 2 for Paradox.
BGS is completely
2 more grabs.
brick.
That's 3 for Paradox.
Oh,
BGS.
BGS.
I think you forgot about the corner.
Okay, he knows where he's going
BGS
now.
the corner. He has to. Paradox has to play this.
That's 4 for Para.
Oh,
he's
good.
out alive.
BGS, no.
BGS, what are you doing? Oh, this is something. Can his hand...
So,
There he goes.
Okay,
He's
he found
finally got it. Paradox at least should... The only thing he has to do again is I think it's 2-4. Uh-oh.
Oh, 8-2's in the way still. BGS getting pulled in now.
Oh, he's got to play 6-2, so not terrible.
Come on.
Oh boy.
What is his hand?
Yeah.
This hand did not want anyone to pass tonight.
You shall not pass!
Are these like literally 50-50 coin flips?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh boys, that's what,
4 for
7
the
in a That's 7, I think, between the 2 of them. What is this?
Oh,
Para's right behind him now.
No,
BGS gets
now
through.
Well, grab Paradox. Nope.
Oh!
And Paradox right behind him. They both got
All
hand
right,
shoots.
this wasn't contrived at all. No, this is...
We got a photo finish here, folks.
The finals and demands it.
The escalator clip has been performed.
Okay. Time for jumps.
Yeah, it may be up to this clip right here. They're both in the same spot. It's up to the clip.
Yobi just has it.
Oh,
BGS
he got
gets
it!
through.
Paradox
Oh!
is right behind.
Paradox right behind him, but
Oh my goodness!
we
Oh
have to go
my
SRL for this
goodness!
one.
Oh.
BGS is out first.
And
Gets-
out goes Bowser.
Down goes Bowser.
Oh.
Para's right behind him, but
Oh
yeah,
my goodness!
what a photo
Yo.
finish.
Yeah, we'll have to go to SRL for this. That's our official timer for this. Oh boy, BGS wins at the buzzer with a time of 36:07. Paradox 36:10. 3 seconds.
Ooh.
Wow. I wonder if he got pulled in more though.
I think it was. I think it was 4-4 actually. I think they both got it 4
How about the
times.
same? Okay. Man, that hand was out for revenge or something. I don't know what.
So
Oh, we have a trophy.
we have a trophy.
All right, let's see if they want to join us in comms booth.
Oh man. Give our runners a follow, by the way. This was a treat. They deserve your follows for sure.
Yeah, what a finish to an exciting tournament this afternoon. Man, you couldn't ask for anything better.
So
All right.
right, we have our runner-up Paradox 64 and our one-shot champion Yo BGS in the chat. GG's guys.
Hello, GG.
Okay, so obviously we have to talk about that finish. Both of you got grabbed, I think, 4 times apiece.
Thank God our mics weren't on because that was
We have
a little NSFW there for
yeah, I would be I would be actually disappointed in you if it wasn't. Because there's cruelty, and then there's that.
Just Lance, just like at the very end, going like, "No, you stay here. You stay here."
You're just sitting there doing the math. You're like, all right, 50%, whatever. Then you're like 25, 12. What is going on here? And all the while, like, I'm just waiting for Para. Like, I'm waiting to see Dunn
Yeah.
because he got through it free. And
Well, he did after he took a game over.
I've never been so happy about an accidental 5-up.
Oh man.
So yeah, Para, you take the game over there because it's Atlantis, and actually it didn't work out so badly for you, but you just had to play 6-2 again.
I forgot there was a stage there, so
Yeah.
I thought I would have been able to go to Atlantis directly.
Well, you got it was
I forgot about
basically
the stage.
it was basically a clip. It was a jump clip away. I think BGS got it just ahead of you. It was like he got it, and then the next jump you got it. It's like that's how close it was.
Well, we've had Para and I, like, in all the races that we've raced, I think the total difference in times comes down to like maybe a minute. Like in the opening round today, we were in the same like group of 4, and Para, I think you won by like 14 seconds
Yeah.
there. Like it's always close.
Yeah, and it was in the tournament in the second round when you guys faced off earlier. Like BGS, you won the first game because I've got my records here. You won by 25 seconds, and then games 2 and 3 were a little more lopsided, but still, even then, there was a lot of seesawing in that tournament. Those tournament matches, especially in the third game, where you guys kind of whipsawed back and forth on that one. But it actually what was interesting. You had the early deaths there, BGS, but then Paradox took an unfortunate death in the World 7 airship, so you guys were synced after one world.
Yeah, and I had thought throughout the run, like I thought when I got hitboxed by Wendy and I had to completely redo the airship, that got me. And then I don't know if it was nerves or what, but I couldn't get the 7-1 clip. Like I just was stuck on that, and I thought that those two things were gonna just cook.
But then Paradox got nom-nommed by Boss Bass in 4-1 twice.
I just wanted to fed Boss Bass. Yeah, this was unfortunate. The second one just before the pipe.
Yeah, that one was the one that was like, ooh, like that really hurt. Oh, but yeah, and then with BGS, like we're like we realized pretty quick, like he's got it, he's got the right path, and then it's like where are you going? No, turn around, go back.
I got so lost. I thought the pipe that took you to the hand room was the one in the upper left corner, not the one in front of it. And so then I was like, I've done everything. Where do I go?
Yeah, it's like we're like, what are you doing? It's like you were down a minute going into world 8, and you pretty much made up the time almost instantly. Your routing ended up putting you in a better spot, but it's like where are you going? No, go turn around. It's like
that's bad when you're playing a seed and you get lost. Like it happens in World 7 too. You just get confused. But in like a tournament final, and I'm just sitting there. At one point, I opened my menu. I'm just like trying to blink messages to everybody watching. I'm like, I'm lost.
This was where
But
this World 8 was a weird layout with the pipe with the two ends, and
mhm,
you don't know where it's gonna get you.
yeah, it was something, all right. That was one for the books. That's for sure. That is a outstanding final to what was, I think, a most entertaining and unexpected day. We had some major upsets throughout.
You mean nobody had me in their predictions?
No one had you making finals, from what I can tell.
Uh,
You smoked everyone's bracket, everyone's predictions, except maybe your own. Let me go look.
No, I had a perfect round 1, and then I got everything wrong in round 2.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, Teeks, Paradox, Mustard, Ibuba as the predicted winners. Yeah, yeah, sorry, man. Well, nobody. Look at it this way: nobody's gonna sleep on you the next time this happens.
Oh, but that's no fun. Then I can't surprise anybody anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, I came close. 3 seconds is not is not a lot.
yeah, yeah. You were 3 seconds away. Looked like Paranoia was actually going to win the predictions if you ended up winning, but so well, I'll let Starman have the final word on this, but great job by everybody, a great job by the organizers, and great job, and thanks again to Randomania for making us a part of their week-long extravaganza. This was, I hope this met everyone's expectations, and do give our runners a follow if you haven't already. This was a terrific showing, and if you want, give myself, Macobra, and Starman a follow on Twitch as well. We appreciate it, but the runners here today, that was a treat.
Okay. Well, BGS, you are now entitled to one trophy. Let me just send it your way. You can probably see it on the stream, but
Well, let me pull it up here. Oh, I'll take it. It's got a little bit of everything in there.
Yeah.
maybe it should have more hammer suits.
Yeah, I was about to say, where are the hammer suits?
Yeah, jeez. The princess just gave you another hammer suit, by the way. Like,
Never gonna say no to that. I mean, we ended up using most of them. I know I did, because as soon as I used one, I get hit right away. So more.
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, BGS Paradox, thank you for giving us real exciting finals there.
Thank you for doing the comms, and Randomania for hosting it, and the Mario 3 Rando community as well. Like it's the best community I've ever been part of. So I encourage everyone to give it a shot.
Proa, Macobra, thank you for joining me on comms for the finals. A shout out to our race streamer who has been restreaming these races all day. I have been. It's a Starman. I go by Starman Random on Twitch just because I play a lot of randomizers. I thank you for joining us, and from what I can see on the schedule, up next, after us, is Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest Rando. So I hope you all enjoy that.
Does that just mean they're just playing the vanilla game? Because isn't that already a randomizer?
I don't think it is. I think it is I think everything is all shuffled around.
Jeez, even more than it already was. Well, that's gonna be something to watch then,
isn't it? But this has been us from the SMB3R community, and we wish you all a good day.
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you, Randomania, for hosting this mini tournament as part of Super Week, and thank you all the comms and streamers and everyone who put in their time and effort to make this happen. And It was really fun to be a part of.
Have a good one, everybody.
We'll catch y'all
And
later.
a happy 4th of July to those of you in the U.S.